Good evening, and welcome to Franklin Middle School's annual Honors Night ceremony. My name is Abby Milheiser. I would like to welcome Superintendent Gill, as well as Principal Davis and the rest of the Franklin administration and staff. I would also like to thank all of the students and their parents and families for being here tonight to celebrate yet another memorable year at Franklin Middle School. While trying to come up with preparation tips for those moving into high school next year, I realized that I wasn't the right person to be giving the advice. Instead, I decided to ask several high school students what they wish they would have heard before entering high school themselves. Although their responses differed in many aspects, there was one answer that was consistent. Almost everyone that I asked claimed that the key to high school success was getting involved. In my opinion, that same idea can be applied to middle school as well. Lucky for us, Franklin offers numerous sports and activities, including basketball, beta clubs, scholastic bowl, the list goes on and on. I'm not saying that our transition to high school is guaranteed to be easy, but we are fortunate because our years at Franklin have given us a good foundation on which to build upon. Many of us can think back to our first days at Franklin as sixth graders, having to acclimate and adjust to the new uncomfortable uniforms and the weird locker combinations. 3 years later, I think that some of us still struggle with that. Despite this, I strongly believe that every single 8th grader leaving this school can attest to the fact that we are not walking out as the same people who walked in. Hopefully, middle school has been a chance for many of us to find out who we are and who we want to be in the future. As for the friendships we have made throughout middle school, those are invaluable. While the clocks during the school day may seem to stop sometimes, the years have flown by. I ask all of the students who will be returning to Franklin next year to enjoy middle school. Whether we like it or not, it isn't going to be long before school bells and lunch recesses are long behind us. That is, unless you decide to become a teacher. Again, thank you all for attending, and now I'd like to introduce Bard Shake.